Welcome to Art Virtual Meetings, where we can make and create at home together. Today, we are going to be making sculptures. Here are vocabulary words for today. Three-dimensional, say three-dimensional. That's art that has many different sides. Two-dimensional, say two-dimensional. That's art that's flat, so like this painting here, or a drawing. Sculpture, say sculpture. Sculpture is three-dimensional artwork here, so we can walk all around a sculpture piece. Our artist inspiration today is John Chamberlain. John Chamberlain is most well known for making sculptures out of old car parts. He was interested in transforming something old and making it something new. He said, "Magic moments are allowed to happen spontaneously, and art is a place of discovery." Chamberlain embraced those magic moments when using aluminum foil. He played with the materials. He twisted it, bent it, and shaped it until it became something new. Here's what materials you'll need. You'll need a few pieces of aluminum foil, or if you don't have that, you can use a few pieces of paper and some tape. So before you begin today, I would recommend that you divide up one sheet of aluminum foil into 4 different parts, and that you use some time to play, experiment, and see what you can do with the aluminum foil. Try bending it, try shaping it, try to twist it, try to swirl it. What can you do first with the foil? Once you've experimented, you're going to take your Sharpie or your marker and you're going to make a mark in the short side of your aluminum foil, and you're going to make it right in the middle. Then you're going to take your finger and you're going to drag your finger all the way to the opposite side of your foil to make a tiny little dot. From that dot, you want to make another line in between the dot and the corner. So there's my dot. I'm making another line in between the dot and the corner of my aluminum foil. Then I'm going to put a cap back on my marker and I'm going to take a scissor, but double check that you have all 3 lines. Once you do, you can take your scissor and you're going to cut on the lines that you drew. You can see that they're not too long. They're about the size of your longest finger. Once you've cut all 3 sides, you can start to slowly, very, very slowly, squeeze those sides together. So I'm taking one piece that I cut and squeezing, another piece that I cut, squeezing. I wonder if you can tell what it's starting to become. Another side and squeezing. Another side, squeezing. Notice that I'm squeezing slowly so it doesn't all get too thin. If you squeeze too hard and too fast, then the tin foil is going to get really thin and harder to work with. And now you can see I made a person. This is just one strategy for making a person. You can do it whichever way you like, but this is the way that I'm going to show you. Another thing you can do is you can bend the arms down and the legs down. Put that head up and you can start to make an animal of your choice. If you don't have aluminum foil, I'm going to show you really quickly again with the paper. Making a line on the long side and then making 2 lines on the opposite side. Cutting where you drew those lines. And feel free to slow down the video if you need to really focus and look at each part. But you can start to see that there's a cut for the legs, a cut for the arms, and one for the head. So 1 cut on one side and 2 cuts on the other side. And then you do the same thing, squeezing until you get the shape of the legs, the head, and the arms. And if you have tape, tape would be helpful just to secure some of your pieces. But it's really fine if you don't have it. There's so many things you can do with paper without tape. And there you go. So think about what you want to make today. Maybe you want to make your favorite food, a person. Maybe you want to make an animal that you really like, or a sea creature, or anything. It's up to you. Experiment, play with your materials, and make your own discoveries through art. Happy art making!